Good day guys, my name is LordTomo and welcome to my first ever vlog of sorts. It's more of an update really than an actual vlog, but it's just to keep you in the loop on what the hell is going on with my life. For those who've been subscribed to me for a while, they would have noticed, and I would have made mention that I at least do a review once a week. Depending on the item that I have, I'll review once a week. Now, as for those who've been keeping wind of what's going on, that hasn't been the case for a couple of months, I would probably say. There would be like once a review every 2 weeks. The latest one would have been once a month, which is definitely a long way. Obviously I don't have a crazy amount of subscribers, and it's not like a constant demand. I didn't get, heavy hitted with a lot of comments or email requests and whatnot telling me that I should, where am I with my reviews. This is more or less just to keep you in the loop. I know that a lot of people that do watch my stuff, they don't necessarily leave comments, and you know what, I don't really mind it, as long as you, I guess, like what I put out for the most part, even though it is quite amateurish compared to what's out there. But essentially, why it has been as long as it has been for an X amount of months is simply because I was made redundant. It started almost about a year's worth of rumors. Anybody who's worked in any corporate environment, I was working for Samsung, but anybody who was working in any form of corporate environment, there's always going to be whispers. There's always going to be, the hidden little bird that tells you what may or may not happen to each person's position. Regretfully, in my team, we were all made redundant, and some of us moved on to different things and positions that I necessarily wouldn't take, simply because it's not my field of choice, but they chose it because they have family commitments and whatnot. On my situation, I had, I guess to an extent, the luxury of taking out the payout. I did get paid out for my role working there, which was a decent amount, but it does put a roadblock in terms of my direction in life. Now, what does that actually mean? That means I have to reconfigure my life around my personal life more so than my YouTube life. Now, it's not to say that I'm going to cancel this, definitely not. This has always been like a kind of a passion, a pastime of mine, just to create free videos. Even if I don't even get a crazy amount of views as I would expect other reviewers that have been on for a while, I generally just do it just to A, showcase the stuff that I have, B, just give my honest to God opinion about the stuff that I have, and C, just to show you guys, there's items other than the norm that's currently out there. Now, that all being said and done, there's a few things that I'll probably need to address. I will be continuing doing the reviews, but I only ask that you, I guess this is a pleading of sorts, but I only hope you guys stay tuned, because it may take a little longer than usual. You might get a review once a month to the extreme. I'm hoping to push it to maybe, not push it, but I'm hoping to get this all rectified by once a week and that sort of stuff. But the time scaling or the time difference is flip and flop of sorts, and that's always been a situation of mine of sorts. So that's pretty much where it's at. I've been made redundant, and I have to focus on my personal life before I can start really focusing on the YouTube aspect of my hobbies and whatnot. Now, the apartment that I did purchase, that's been, this is adult talk right now, so if you want to zone out of here, that's totally up to you. In my personal life, I purchased a apartment, of course, and that's the rental is paying that off, the mortgage. I'm also getting a house built, which the council is really doing me in. The council is really just, that's, if you ever get to the stage, I don't know if who's watching this, but if you ever get to the stage where you're going to build a house, I can't speak for every council that's out there, but the council that I live in here, they're very stringent in terms of how, the rules and regulations that we must obey, just to get a house built and demolished and all that sort of stuff. So that's a pain in the ass for that. But those are the two major factors that are really kicked off this whole delays or reviews. Now, hopefully, if everything comes down, and I'm actually pretty dressed up. I just came from an actual job interview, which it didn't actually happen. I don't know what happened with the guy. I arrived there. He said, yeah, there's an emergency. Can we reschedule the interview? I said, what day would you like me to do it? And he's like, I'll call you. And I kind of feel like that's a cop-out answer, as in, if you didn't want me to come for this interview or you already had somebody, why waste my time? But anyway, it is what it is. So that's pretty much it, I suppose, to say the least. I have personal issues, nothing drastically personal like death or anything like that, God forbid that ever happening, but being a single man, a lot of the burdens that you might necessarily lay upon others, I don't know, your partner or families or whatever, I don't have that luxury. It's purely based everything on me. So if things don't go well, it's because of me, which I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest, because it's one of the major ups and downs with just being an adult, if that is a thing. But yeah, especially when you're investing your time and your money with properties and all that, it tends to, hip hop and that sort of stuff. But anyway, that's essentially it. Now, there's a few things I wanted to address. There's going to be a few plushies coming out. I know there's Blaze, and I know they just announced Vector and other stuff. I'm definitely going to get those, and I'm definitely going to review them. I do have the Dr. Eggman, the Big, from G Entertainment, Big, and Kaos as well, and various other ones. I've had them for a couple of weeks now, a month or two. I just haven't gotten around to review them because life, to say the least. But no, guys, that's pretty much what I just want to address in this vlog. It's not really a vlog, it's more of an explanation. Is that what it is? What's a vlog exactly? Video log of what's going on in your life. So that's happening in my life. Had a nice job, was made redundant, still have my other job. I work in security as well. I had 2 jobs actually. Yeah. So I had 2 jobs, so I'm still gaining income from my other job, my second job, and I'm still buying Sonic stuff. It's just that gotta shuffle things first before I start, being a heavy hitter with merchandise and all that sort of stuff. And you're gonna expect delays with these videos, of course. But if you have any questions, or if you have any things that you want to clear up on the air or anything, just leave a comment below. I'll probably do a second vlog adjusting what's happening with my life and whatnot. It doesn't sound as drastic as other vlogs you may hear where people died or they hit an epiphany where they want to become some sort of intellectual mastermind dragon. I don't know. I'm pretty basic in that sense. So yeah, leave a comment if you have any questions. If you don't, this is why my videos are being delayed, because personal life has said, you know what, you're gonna be out of a job, you gotta look for a different one. And I said, okay, so that's it. And yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for checking out this vlog. If you hated it, well, thumbs down, I suppose. That's the common thing. If you like it, thumbs up. I don't know, do you like vlogs? Are you annoyed that my videos are gonna be delayed for a bit? I'm sorry. Anyway guys, take on, speed on, and till next time, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll probably do an update vlog or questionnaire, whatever you guys want to know. Peace, speed on, take care.